Welcome to Lydian World. Explore, learn, and have fun. What if you could work less hours? What if you could earn more income? This is Lydian World.
And a very warm welcome from me wherever you are in the world. I like to take you what the avatar told us about. How about work less hours and earn more income? And that is going to be my focus of this little training today. So welcome once again, and let us dive straight into it as we have set up something nice for you. Today, I'm going to talk about a new strategy, compounding to freedom strategy. That is the total focus what we are going to do. We have had several opportunities already, and let us dive into it. First, a disclaimer. This presentation is for educational purposes only. All information and strategies shown are with the goal to maximize performance or positioning of meta assets within the Lydian World Metaverse platform. What we show here has different levels of risk, low, medium, and high risk. Any examples of earnings or returns depend solely on the ideas, techniques, knowledge, skills, and the time you devote to them. We do not guarantee results or success, and we are not responsible for the decisions you make. Any samples used by the presenting team should not be considered average returns. We are not financial advisors, and we do not provide financial advice. We are not tax specialists, and we do not provide tax advice. Earn more income. That is what we are talking about today. And on a short term, so not the long term, but a short term. And let us see what is possible. And the compounding strategy says it first. But first we have to dive into what is compounding and give you a little bit of perspective. I've found this little explanation, and let us go through it. Compounding is the process in which an asset earnings from either capital gains or interest are reinvested to generate additional earnings over time. This growth, calculated using exponential functions, occurs because of the investment will generate earnings from both its initial principal and the accumulated earnings from preceding periods. So in short term, what you earn over a certain amount of time, you reinvest. If it's capital gains or interest, it doesn't matter, but that will grow and grow over time. And Albert Einstein said it. It is another world miracle. And we are going to focus on the compounding of the Olympus certificates, which we have available in our Lydian World now in our GS Partners back office. I do not go into the training of the separate certificates, because that is already being done by the upline, by the trainers, by the corporate trainer. But what I do want to like to emphasize is a little bit of the structure into it. Every certificate has its own price point, has its own opportunities, has its extra advantages, and that is for us to explore where we can find this. And if we start finding it with the smallest portfolio, the Artemis, there are some advantages, some disadvantages. The price is lower, but also the interest is lower. It has the same term. It still has 18 months. But the most important thing is the compounding effect that we get on a weekly basis, 1.38%, and that will grow our capital over time, as we just explored in the definition. So as you can see now, this little portfolio after 1 week already has a 1.1.18% of its starting value, and that was $250. So we also have to investigate and train ourselves more in the compounding interest. How does that work? Let us go to some websites that I found for you. Let us first go to GS Partners. And as we know, we go to the Metaverse portfolios. If you want to purchase, then you go to the purchase button, and here you can click very easily through it. Few details, all the details which you want to explore. And if you say, yes, I'm going to do this, then you can pay with Bitcoin, Tether, or Ether. We have in this account already one purchased. Then we go to My Portfolios. And here you can see one of the Artemis is already active in the Meta portfolio. And it's already starting to generate. And you can also see how much is it worth. As we can see, it is paying us 1.38% weekly on a 250 USDT. And once 100% is load. In this account, 100% is load. So you can see how much it is in USDT and how much in the percentage. If you want to explore more of the others, the meta mining and all the other things, that is for another training. But as you can see, you can find it over here. Also, the frequently asked questions. There's a very nice setup with all the questions that you maybe have. Explore this first so you can dive into it more and more and more. For the compounding interest, I'm not going to go into the training today with the numbers. That is what you can explore yourself or watch the other videos that we have on our YouTube channel. But please go to the www.thecalculatorsite.com. I will put this link also in the description of the YouTube channel so you can go through it straight away. Yeah, so that's pretty. Then we have our Lydian world, where everything leads to. And in our Lydian world, we already have several opportunities. But compounding was not one of them yet. We have the Lydian status staking. We have the masternodes where you can participate in. And we have the mining. And since yesterday, we also can build up another portfolio in the airdrops. But today, we have something extra. And that is compounding. Is it totally new in our ecosystem? No. We already had something what is called GS DeFi incentive. And when we click on it, we have the opportunity to weekly compound our G999 coins. You can do that for free when you have at least 50,000. And when you buy a voucher, you can have even more interest, which you also can weekly compound. But you already can start for free or 3.5% or 5%. This was the first compounding component that we had in our ecosystem. And now we have another one, and that is compounding into the Olympus certificates, which I just showed you. Let us have a look where we can find our new tools. Let's go to the Lydian World YouTube channel, and that is called the Lydian World Master Channel. So that is the main site that we have. And as you can see, we have several items. We have a top item, and that's most of the time something what is really new. But we focus on earn more income, compound to freedom strategy. This playlist is especially set up to explore, learn, earn, having fun in the progress of the Olympus portfolio managed in Lydian World GSP back office, and then a more explanation. And as you can see, we started with the official corporate training by corporate trainer Mr. Brugiers. Then we go to a very good explanation of one of our council members, Mr. Michael Delco. Yeah, please have a watch of that. And also the first profits already withdrawn and the compounding in the first week. In the upcoming weeks, we will monitor very, very closely, and we will start and progress in our compound freedom strategy. Thank you for listening. Hope you got some value from this, and I wish you all the best of luck in your own strategy.